Hi, you're 55, no retirement savings, and you just did the math in your head. It didn't feel good. Maybe it was medical debt, maybe a divorce, maybe you just lived life and the years moved faster than the money. Whatever the reason, here you are, and the voice in your head is telling you it's too late. I want you to silence that voice right now, because what I'm about to walk you through is a real practical, no-fluff roadmap that can genuinely change where you end up. This is exactly what you need to do starting today. The very first thing you need to do is stop being vague about your money. Sit down tonight, open your bank statements, and track every single dollar going in and out. Most people who feel broke are actually just unorganized. Subscriptions you forgot about, dining out 3 times a week, impulse purchases online. It adds up to hundreds of dollars every month that could be working for you instead. Write down your income, your fixed expenses like rent and utilities and everything else. No app required, just honesty. You cannot fix what you cannot see clearly. Now here's where things start to get genuinely encouraging. The IRS actually wants to help people in your situation, and they built something called catch-up contributions specifically for people over 50. In 2026, you can contribute up to $4,500 into your 401k through your employer. But because you're over 50, you get an additional $8,000 on top of that as a catch-up contribution. That brings your total 401k contribution potential to $32,500 per year. On top of that, if you open or already have an IRA, you can contribute another $7,500 in 2026, plus an additional $1,100 catch-up, bringing that total to $8,600. We're talking about putting away over $40,000 a year in tax-advantaged accounts if you can get aggressive. That's not a small number. That is life-changing over the next decade. And here's something even more powerful that most people don't know about. If you are between the ages of 60 and 63, the Secure Act 2.0 gives you a special enhanced catch-up contribution of $11,250 for your 401k instead of the standard $8,000. The government literally created a bigger window for people in this exact age range to accelerate. Call your HR department this week if you are not sure what your employer matches. This one move alone could add tens of thousands of dollars to your retirement over the next 10 years. If you're finding this helpful and you want more straight-talking, real-world financial content, go ahead and subscribe to Wise Dude right now. No fluff, no get-rich-quick nonsense, just honest guidance for real people making real decisions. Hit that subscribe button and let's keep going. Now let's talk about income, because cutting expenses alone will not be enough for most people starting at 55. You need to also grow what's coming in. And here's the thing. At 55, you have something that no 25-year-old has. Decades of experience, skills, and professional relationships. That is worth real money. Consulting in your field, freelancing, coaching, tutoring, or even picking up part-time work can realistically bring in an extra $500 to $2,000 every month. Every additional dollar you earn and invest right now has roughly 10 years to compound before a typical retirement age. Do not underestimate what that means mathematically. Let's talk Social Security, because this decision alone could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. You can start claiming at 62, but if you do, your monthly benefit gets permanently cut by up to 30%. Your full retirement age, if you were born in 1960 or later, is 67. And if you can hold off until 70, your monthly benefit grows by approximately 8% for every year you delay past your full retirement age. For someone with limited savings going into retirement, that monthly Social Security check becomes your financial foundation. Maximizing it is not optional. It is critical. Take a serious look at your housing situation too. If you own a home, you may be sitting on more wealth than you realize. Many people in this situation choose to downsize, free up equity, and either invest the difference or dramatically reduce their monthly expenses. Others relocate to states with no state income tax like Florida, Texas, Nevada, or Tennessee, which can save thousands of dollars every single year. Lower expenses in retirement mean your savings last significantly longer. Your home might be the biggest financial lever you haven't pulled yet. Also, look into a health savings account if you're enrolled in a high-deductible health plan. An HSA lets you contribute pre-tax money, invest it, and withdraw it completely tax-free for medical expenses. Healthcare is consistently one of the largest costs in retirement for Americans, and having a dedicated tax-free fund growing for that purpose is a smart, underused move. And before we wrap up, here's a strategic point that changes the entire picture for a lot of people. Consider working just 2 or 3 years longer than you originally planned. Going from retiring at 65 to retiring at 67 or 68 sounds like a small shift, but the financial impact is enormous. You get more years of contributions, more years of compound growth, fewer years of drawing down your savings, and a meaningfully higher Social Security payment every single month for the rest of your life. That combination can represent hundreds of thousands of dollars in total lifetime financial security. Feel free to drop any questions or concerns in an email at wisedude36@gmail.com, and I will be happy to help you out personally. If this video gave you some clarity and direction, Wise Dude is where we break down exactly this kind of real-life financial content regularly. Subscribe so you never miss a video, because the next one might be just as important as this one was for you today. Here is the bottom line. You are not behind forever. You are behind right now today. And today is the only day that actually matters, because it is the only one you can still act on. Update your 401k contributions this week. Open an IRA if you don't have one. Look at your budget tonight. Research your Social Security options this weekend. These are not complicated moves. They are just moves that require a decision that your future is still worth building. And at 55, with the right action starting right now, it absolutely is. I will see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.